Hey traders, how's everybody doing? It's Monday, May 12th. Hope everybody's had a good day and hope you've been doing well in the last couple weeks. I feel like it's been a while since I've actually made a video, but I've just been doing what I always do, trading the way that I usually trade. And nothing in the last couple weeks has really jumped out at me enough to make me want to make a new video because, you know, like I always say, I don't want to just keep on making the same video over and over again. So I have to actually find something a little bit new to talk about. But today, well, over the weekend, something happened that is kind of connected to an earlier video that I made a few weeks ago around the whole Liberation Day announcement. And if you remember, I had a really good day on that day when that happened because basically I knew that there was this event that was planned, and because it was an event, it wasn't just talk. And like I've said recently quite a bit, there's talk and then there's reality. And anybody can talk about any number of things, and it might matter, it might not matter, you don't really know. But when there's an actual event planned, then it will matter. Like real events will have real consequences. And so when I found out about that whole thing that Trump was doing on the White House with the Liberation Day, I said to myself, this is a huge event. This is going to be really bad for the market. I went short. I got a bunch of put contracts and then made a bunch of money. Over the weekend, I did the same thing, but in reverse. And so basically what happened was on Friday, I found out that Trump was going to meet with Xi, the leader of China, and they were going to talk about, sort of easing the whole tariff situation. And I thought to myself, this is an actual real event that's going to happen. And because this is something that will be real, it will have real consequences. It's not just talk anymore. It's an actual thing that's happening with world leaders. And so thinking about that and combining that with the fact that everybody, Trump has been under so much pressure from business leaders, corporate leaders, other world leaders. This whole tariff thing has gotten ridiculous. And there's been a lot of pressure on him. And he's proven once already that the whole idea of tariffs are not an absolute thing. Like, it's not an ideological line in the sand. It's up for negotiation, because he already went back on it one time before where he said, these are the tariffs. And then a little while later, it's like, no, actually, we're going to pause. So you know that he's ready to deal, basically. And so for me, in my mind, when I heard on Friday that they were going to do this meeting with China, I said, they're absolutely going to do something significant in relation to these tariffs. And I have a very strong feeling that we're going to gap up real hard over the weekend. And so I got call options on a couple of tickers on Friday. And I got them with this coming Friday's expiration. Now I got IWM. I got some IWM contracts, which is the Russell, that expire tomorrow, and then I got MCHP, which is microchip, and then I got AMD. I got contracts on those two tickers that are expiring this Friday, and that's something that I very rarely ever do. And but like I always say, there's the best practices and there's the things that you usually do, but even rules that you set for yourself can be broken in specific situations. And this is one of those specific situations where on Friday, I heard about this meeting taking place. I said, there's going to be some sort of significant progress because there's been so much pressure on everybody for this stuff to be figured out. People don't like it. People are getting restless. Trump has proven before that it's not a line in the sand, that everything's up for negotiation. And I believe this is one of those times where he's going to negotiate. And indeed, he did. And then this morning, you saw everything had gapped up really significantly. And so, I got like 50% P&L for like about a $3,300 profit today. Now, a lot of that is still unrealized because I'm being a little bit I'm playing it a little bit more dangerous than I usually do. If I was being really conservative, I would have just closed everything today, pretty much right at the very beginning of the day, and just taken my money and just cut it. But I have a feeling that we've got a little bit of room to move still, at least until Friday. Like, if my expiry on AMD and microchip was tomorrow, I might have closed some more of those contracts today. But since I've got more time, I'm going to let it ride just a little bit longer. Now, who knows? It might come back to bite me in the ass. I might lose a little bit. But I've already made so much money on these contracts that even if I lose some money tomorrow, like for example, if we gap down overnight tonight and I'm losing value on my remaining contracts, I'm still going to be up because as of right now, I'm up like $3,300 on my contracts that I have open. And I did close a couple contracts today as well. So I didn't play it completely risky. So I've definitely been a little bit less conservative in my trading just in the last week or so than I have been in the last couple of months before this last week. And you'll remember maybe a month ago or 2 months ago, I was saying I need to see something very significant start to happen to make me think that I'm not going to have a completely bearish lean all the time. And last couple of weeks have been really good. And, we've had a couple of down days in the last week that we just had. But it seems like when you look at a little bit bigger picture, longer term in the last few weeks, that it's possible that we might be on the other side of the worst of it as far as, always thinking about going short rather than being neutral or bullish. I'd rather be bullish, because I want everybody to do well. I want companies to do well. And, that's what most people want. I mean, anybody that's got investments, they want companies to do well. So overall, I would rather be taking a bullish lean than a bearish one. It's just, you got to play the market that's right in front of you. And for the last few months, definitely seemed like the smarter play to go more bearish. But I think that we may be on the other side of that now. And I'm definitely, on the more neutral side of things right now. But back to like what I did over the weekend. It's weird today because I woke up and I was watching CNBC a little bit before the market opened up, and there was a guy on there, analyst, and he said, nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw it coming. And I thought, well, I saw it coming. I'm no expert. I'm no like analyst expert, and I saw it coming. So I don't understand why somebody on CNBC is saying that nobody saw it coming. That's why I got a bunch of call options on Friday afternoon, because as soon as I found out about that meeting between Trump and Xi over the weekend, I said something is going to happen. I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know how productive it'll be or how significant it will be, but something good will come out of the meeting. And whatever it is, it's going to move the market higher on Monday morning. I was like almost as confident that we would gap up this morning as I was that we were going to gap down the night after he did his Liberation Day thing. So, a lot of times it's like, if you understand psychology and the way that human beings think and the way that they respond to pressures and what their motivations are, that's just as good, if not better, than simply looking at a bunch of numbers on a spreadsheet about a company. There's a lot of people that trade a lot of different ways. People can make a lot of money doing whatever. I'm just telling you how I do it, and it's been working for me, and so that's what I did. And 50% over the weekend, about $3,300. Still, most of that is unrealized at this point, so we'll have to see what happens in the next few days. But we've got some big numbers coming out, some CPI, PPI numbers coming out this week. Those are definitely going to affect the market. So that's it for now. Until next time, take care of yourselves. And as always, if you want to get my video course, it's on my website, lonewolftradingclub.com. If you want to get either one of the 2 books that I've written about day trading, those are available on Amazon. So you can go to Amazon and get those. And, do figure out exactly what I do to trade, just like how I trade every single day. It's really actually pretty simple. So until next time, good luck, everybody. See you soon.